Dear students, welcome back. So, I am here with a cost accounting video today. See, in cost accounting, we have already understood a theoretical part of the unit labor. So, you understood like in what all ways we compensate or we give payment to the laborers. So, today we are going to start the problem under labor. So I am aiming at covering 5 problems in single video because usually the weightage of this problem will be 5 marks or 10 marks. Clear? So that is where I have come up with an thought that so we will cover 5 problems in one video. Okay. So today I am starting with Halsey Premium Plan. So what is this Halsey Premium Plan is all about? So you have already understood in my previous video, but still I wanted to add on few things so that you will get more clearance while solving the problem. So Halsey Premium Plan, this scheme of payment is introduced by Mr. F.A. Halsey, an American engineer. It is based on the saving in standard time. Standard time means whatever the time has been allotted by the organization to complete one particular task is exactly we call it as a standard time. A time which is fixed by the organization to complete particular job is exactly we call it as a standard time. So the main features of this method, so let us see. Number one, standard time for doing each job is fixed. So to complete a particular job, the time is already fixed. So that fixed time itself we call it as a standard time, and that is always denoted by capital letter S, capital letter T. Yes, T stands for standard time. Point number two, workers are paid on time basis hourly rate. So workers are paid on the basis of hourly rate. Per hour so much you are going to get. So that is what we call it as an hourly rate. So that hourly rate is denoted by HR. H means hourly and R means rate. So hourly rate. Point number three, a worker gets time wage for actual time spent by him on the job. So a worker is going to paid on the basis of actual time he is spending in that particular job. So that is we call it as a AT. That means actual time. See, actual time means it is different than the standard time. Standard time is uniform to all. Suppose say to manufacture this pen, I have fixed a standard time of 8 hours. So in this 8 hours, actual time can vary. Where exactly Mr. A can produce this pen within 6 hours. So my standard time was 8 hours, whereas Mr. A completed production of this pen 6 hours. So what is the actual time here? 6 hours. Clear? So whereas another example, Mr. Z, who has taken a 10 hours time to produce a pen. So whereas his actual time, that is Mr. Z's actual time is 10 hours. So actual time is the time taken by the labor, clear, to complete particular task. So that is what we call it as actual time. I believe you have understood what is actual time is all about. So point 4, beside he also gets bonus premium of 50% of that earned at a time rate. So he is going to get a 50% premium or bonus he is going to get on the time saved. As I said, Mr. A is saving 2 hours because he has completed within 6 hours, but the standard time was 8 hours. So on that 2 hours he is going to get a 50% premium or bonus. So this is the fourth point. Clear? So formula, you should remember this. This is very, very important. And I always say that different people, different faculty members will have their own formulas. Clear? So they will call these, standard time or actual time or HR in different, letters. But this is formula which I follow personally. That is formula total earnings. That is denoted by TE always. TE stands for total earnings equals AT. AT means actual time into HR. HR means hourly rate plus 50 divided by 100 into time saved, that is TS, time saved into HR, that is hourly rate. So whereas AT stands for actual time, HR stands for hourly rate, ST stands for standard time, and TS stands for time saved. So the formula is very simple. Actual time into hourly rate plus 50 divided by 100 into time saved into hourly rate. That is the formula to calculate wages under Halsey premium plan. So then we have one more formula, that is to identify effective rate of earning. We call that in a short note ERE. ERE stands for effective rate of earning. So that is equals to total earnings divided by actual time. Total earnings divided by actual time is the formula to identify ERE. So without wasting time, let us solve illustration number 1. Rate per hour rupees 4, that is hourly rate 4 rupees. Time allowed for the job 20 hours. Time allowed means standard time. Time taken 15 hours, that is actual time which has been taken. Clear? 15 hours. Calculate the earnings of worker under Halsey method and also find effective rate of earning. So let us calculate, let us implement the formula, that is total earnings equals 80 into HR plus 50 divided by 100 into TS into HR. So 80 actual time 15 hours, HR rupees 4, and ST standard time 20 hours. Time saved, that is TS, that is equal to ST minus 80. Standard time minus actual time. So what was the standard time? 20 hours. What was the actual time? 15 hours. 20 minus 15. 5 hours time has been saved. Clear? So TS equals 5 hours. Effective rate of earning equals total earnings divided by actual time. So let us put that on place. Total earnings equals 80 into HR plus 50 divided by 100 into TS into HR. So 80 actual time 15 into hourly rate 4 plus 50 divided by 100 into time saved 5 hours into hourly rate 4 rupees. So now multiply both the side, that is 15 into 4. 15 fours are 60 plus 50 divided by 100 into 5 divided by 4, that is 5 fours are 20. Clear? So first you have to do a multiplication of both the end. First end 80 into HR and TS into HR. This is the first step to solve the problem. So 15 fours are 60 plus 50 divided by 100 into 5 fours are 20. So that 20 I have taken. So next level, total earnings equals 60. Just carried forward just like that, 60 plus, now do this calculation, 50 divided by 100 into 20. 50 divided by 100 into 20. So how much you are going to get? 10. So 60 plus 10. So next total earnings equals 60 plus 10, 70 rupees. Total earnings of an employee is 70 rupees. Now identify or calculate total effective rate of earnings, because we are done with total earnings. Effective rate of earnings equals total earnings divided by actual time. So now what is the total earnings? Total earnings is 70 rupees divided by actual time is 15 hours. So 70 divided by 15. So effective rate of earning is 4 rupees 66 paise. 4 rupees 66 paise is the effective rate of earning. So this is the solution for illustration number 1. So we are done with the illustration number 1. So where we have solved the solution successfully. I believe you have understood the solution part. So next further I am moving on to the illustration number 2. So I am moving on to the illustration number 2. From the following particulars, calculate the earning of the workers X, Y and Z. Standard time set for the job 6 hours, rate per hour rupees 5, actual time for the completion of the job by X employee 5 hours, by Y employee 4 hours, by Z employee 3 hours, and also calculate the effective rate of earning for each worker. So in this problem, given problem, there are 3 employees. Clear? They are X, Y, Z. So we are supposed to calculate total earnings of X, Y, Z and effective rate of earnings. So let us calculate under Halsey method first. So let us solve the solution under Halsey method first. So total earnings of worker X. Standard time 6 hours, actual time 5 hours, hourly rate 5, time saved, that is standard time minus actual time. 6 hours minus 5 hours is equal to 1 hour is time saved. Total earning of worker X, that is 80 into HR plus 50 divided by 100 into time saved into HR. So that is equals to 80 actual time how much? 5 into HR is hourly rate 5 plus 50 divided by 100 into time saved is 1 into hourly rate 5. So now multiply both the ends. First 5 5s are 25 plus 50 divided by 100 and other way around 1 5s are 5. So next 25 plus 50 divided by 100 into 5. 50 divided by 100 into 5, 2.5. So 25 plus 2.5 is equal to 27.5 is the total earning of X. Total earning of worker X is 27 rupees 50 paise. So now effective rate of earning, total earnings divided by actual time, 27 rupees 50 paise divided by 5. So that comes to 5 rupees 50 paise. So we are done with the calculation of Mr. X total earning and effective rate of earning. The same way now we are going to calculate for Mr. Y. So Mr. Y, again standard time 6 hours, you should not forget to mention this, okay. Standard times equals 6 hours and actual time taken by Mr. Y to complete the job is 4 hours and hourly rate rupees 5 and time saved, that is equals to ST minus 80. Standard time is 6 hours minus 80, actual time is 4 hours. So therefore time saved is 2 hours. Now total earning of worker Y, 80 into HR plus 50 divided by 100 into time saved into HR, that is hourly rate. So let us see, 80 is 4 into HR is 5 plus 50 divided by 100 into time saved is 2 hours into hourly rate is 5 rupees. So both the end calculate multiplication. 4 5s are 20 plus 50 divided by 100 into 2 5s are 10. So 20 plus 50 divided by 100 into 10 is the next step answer. So further we are moving further. Carry forward the 20 rupees as usual. 20 plus 50 divided by 100 into 10. Calculate 50 divided by 100 into 10. So that comes to 5. So total earning of Mr. Y is 25 rupees. Effective rate of earning of Y, that is total earnings divided by actual time. So what is the total earning of Y? 25 rupees divided by actual time taken by Mr. Y is 4. So 25 divided by 4, that is equal to 6 rupees 25 paise. So effective rate of earning of Mr. Y is 6 rupees 25 paise. So next we are calculating the same for total earnings of worker Z. So standard time for worker Z 6 hours, actual time taken by Mr. Z 3 hours, hourly rate rupees 5. Time saved, that is equals to standard time minus actual time. So that is 6 hours minus 3 hours, that is equals to 3 hours. So now implement the same to the formula, that is total earning of worker Y 80 into HR plus 50 divided by 100 into TS into HR, that is 3 into 5 plus 50 divided by 100 into 3 into 5. So 3 5s are 15 plus 50 divided by 100 into 3 5s are 15. So next line, 15 carried forward the same, plus 50 divided by 100 into 15, that comes to 7.5. 50 divided by 100 into 15, that comes to 7.5. Now total 15 rupees plus 7 rupees 50 paise, that comes to 22 rupees 50 paise. So that is the total earning of Mr. Z. Effective rate of earning, that is equals to total earnings divided by actual time. So what is the total earning of Mr. Z? 22 rupees 50 paise divided by 3, that is the actual time taken by Mr. Z. So effective rate of earning of Mr. Z is 7 rupees 50 paise. So we are done with the illustration number 2. I believe you have understood. If not, take the problem, watch the video, take down the problem, then practice. For sure you are going to understand. It is the most easiest chapter in the cost accounting. So further, I am moving on to the illustration number 3. Calculate earning of the worker under Halsey plan from the following information. Standard time 10 hours, time taken worker A 12 hours, worker B 10 hours, worker C 7 hours. So total earnings of Mr. A, that is worker A. So standard time 10 hours, actual time 12 hours, hourly rate rupees 25, time saved, that is standard time minus actual time. So now calculate time saved. 10 hours minus 12 hours, that means minus 2 hours. So Mr. A, worker A have taken more than the standard time. Clear? Mr. A has taken the time more than the standard time of 2 hours. So now let us calculate how to calculate in such a case if that time taken is negative. So how we are going to solve? It is very simple. Total earnings of worker A equals 80 into HR plus 50 by 100 into TS into HR. So whether it is a negative, if it is a 0, we consider, even though negative time saved also considered as a 0 while calculating. Keep this in mind, because Mr. A have taken 2 hours extra than the standard time. So in such a case, that time saved will be minus 2. So that minus 2 while calculating we consider it as a 0. So you should remember that, you should keep it in your mind. So let us solve the problem. Formula is total earning of Mr. A, worker A, that is actual time into hourly rate plus 50 divided by 100 into time saved into hourly rate. So what is the actual time taken by Mr. A? 12 hours into what is the hourly rate? Rupees 25 plus 50 divided by 100 into time saved is 0. I said 0. Into 25 is the hourly rate. So next step, that is equals 300, 12 25s are 300 plus 50 divided by 100 into 0, 25s are 0. So then next step, 300 rupees plus 50 divided by 100 into 0, so that is 0 again. So total earning of worker A is rupees 300. So here you have to remember, whenever this time saved is a negative, so that is always considered as a 0. That is always considered as a 0. You should remember that. Okay. So now effective rate of earnings, so that is total earnings divided by actual time. So total earning of Mr. A is 300 rupees divided by total hours, that is actual time taken by Mr. A, 12 hours. So 300 divided by 12. So ERE, that is effective rate of earning of worker A, is rupees 25. So clear? Any doubts? No, right? Yes. Let us move total earnings of worker B. So standard time 10 hours, actual time 10 hours, hourly rate 25, time saved, that is standard time minus actual time, 10 minus 10, 0 hours. So you didn't saved anything. In this case also we consider 0. So you have to remember two cases, that is when it is 0 time saved, 0 only we take for TS, and whenever negative is there, then also we take 0 only. Okay. So total earnings of worker B equals actual time into hourly rate plus 50 divided by 100 into 0 into 25. So that is 10 25s are 250 rupees plus 50 divided by 100 into 0 25s are 0. So next step is 250 rupees plus 0. So total earning of worker B is 250 rupees. So effective rate of earning of Mr. B, that is worker B, is total earning divided by actual time, that is 250 rupees divided by 10 hours. So that comes to 25 rupees. That comes to 25 rupees. So now let us calculate total earning of worker C. So standard time 10 hours, actual time 7 hours, and hourly rate rupees 25. Time saved, that is standard time minus actual time, 10 hours minus 7 hours, that is equals to 3 hours. So let us solve the problem, that is total earning of worker C, that is equals actual time into hourly rate plus 50 divided by 100 into time saved into hourly rate. So take down actual time 7 into hourly rate 25 plus 50 divided by 100 into time saved is 3 into 25. So now multiply both the end, that is 725s are 175 rupees plus 50 divided by 100 into 325s are 75 rupees. So next step 175 rupees plus 50 divided by 100 into 75, that comes to 37 rupees 50 paise. So now add the both 175 plus 37 rupees 50 paise. So total earning of worker C is 212 rupees 50 paise. 212 50 paise. Effective rate of earning, that is total earnings divided by actual time. So how much is the total earning? 212 rupees 50 paise divided by 7 hours. That comes to 30 rupees 35 paise. That is the total earning of worker C. So we are done with ABC calculation. So I believe you are clear. If not, I always insist, take down the problem and solve, so that you will get more clarity and you are going to solve practically. Okay. So now let us go for further next problem, illustration number 4. Calculate the earning of the workers under Halsey plan from the following information. Standard time allowed 40 hours, hourly rate wages rupees 10, actual time worker A 32 hours, worker B 30 hours, and worker C 24 hours. So therefore calculate total earning of worker A. So standard time 40 hours, hourly rate 10, actual time 32 hours, time saved, standard time minus actual time. So that means 40 hours minus 32 hours. So time saved is 8 hours. So now we implement the formula. Total earning of worker A equals actual time into HR plus 50 divided by 100 into time saved into hourly rate. So actual time 32 into hourly rate 10 plus 50 divided by 100, time saved 8 hours into hourly rate 10 rupees. So now calculate 32 into 10, 320 plus 50 divided by 100 into 10 into 8, that is 8 tens are 80. So now next step, 320 rupees carried forward plus 50 divided by 100 into 80. So that comes to 40 rupees. So 320 plus 40 is 360 rupees is the total earning of worker A. So effective rate of earning of Mr. A or worker A is total earnings divided by actual time. So 360 divided by 32 hours is the actual time. 360 divided by 32. So effective rate of earning ERE is 11 rupees 25 paise. 11 rupees 25 paise. So now I am moving towards total earning of worker B. I am calculating total earning of worker B. Standard time 40 hours, hourly rate 10, actual time 30 hours, time saved, that is standard time minus actual time, 40 hours minus 30 hours, so time saved is 10 hours. So total earning of worker A is equal to actual time into hourly rate plus 50 divided by 100 into time saved into hourly rate. So that is actual time 30 into hourly rate 10 plus 50 divided by 100 into time saved 10 into hourly rate 10. So now multiply both the end. 30 tens are 300 plus 50 divided by 100 into 10 tens are 100. So that is equals to 300 plus 50 rupees, that is 50 divided by 100 into 100. So that comes to 50 rupees. So total earning of worker A is 350 rupees. So total earning of worker B is 350 rupees. Effective rate of earning, that is equals total earnings divided by actual time, 350 divided by 30. So effective rate of earning is 11 rupees 66 paise. So this is the effective rate of earning of worker B. So now I am moving towards worker C. So standard time for worker C again 40 hours. Hourly rate is rupees 10. Actual time is 24 hours, which is taken by worker C. Time saved, that is standard time minus actual time. 40 hours minus 24 hours. 16 hours is the time saved. Total earning of worker A equals actual time into hourly rate plus 50 divided by 100 into time saved into hourly rate. So actual time is 24 hours into hourly rate 10 rupees plus 50 divided by 100 into time saved 16 hours into hourly rate 10 rupees. So multiply both the end. 24 tens are 240 plus 50 divided by 100 into 16 tens are 160. So next step, 240 rupees carry forward the same. So 50 divided by 100 into 160 rupees. If you do that, you are going to get 80 rupees. So now next step, 240 plus 80, that comes to 320 rupees. So that is the total earning of worker C. So effective rate of earnings, that is equals total earnings divided by actual time. So total earning of worker C is 320 rupees divided by actual time taken by worker C is 24 hours. So effective rate of earning is 13.33. That means 13 rupees 33 paise is the effective rate of earning of worker C. So we are done with illustration number 4. So now I am moving towards illustration number 6. Calculate the earning of the worker under Halsey plan from the following information. Standard time allowed 10 hours, hourly rate rupees 5, actual time taken by worker A 12 hours, worker B 10 hours and worker C 7 hours. So total earning of worker A, standard time equals 10 hours, hourly rate is 5, actual time is 12 hours, time saved, that is standard time minus actual time, 10 hours minus 12 hours, so that is minus 2 hours. So again time saved is minus 2 hours. So whenever negative time saved comes, whenever minus time saved comes, what you are going to consider? 0. Yes, time saved will be 0. Okay, fine. So let us implement the same into the formulas. Total earning of worker A equals actual time into hourly rate plus 50 divided by 100 into time saved into hourly rate. So that is actual time taken by worker A is 12 hours into hourly rate 5 rupees plus 50 divided by 1 hour into time saved is 0, hourly rate is 5. So 12 5s are 60 plus 50 divided by 100 into 0, because 0 5s are 0. So then therefore 60 brought forward just like that, 60 plus 50 divided by 100 into 0 will be 0. So 60 plus 0 is total earning of worker A is 60 rupees. Effective rate of earning, that is total earning divided by actual time taken. So that is 60 rupees total earning divided by actual time taken 12 hours. So that is effective rate of earning is 5 rupees of worker A. So further we are moving towards worker B. Total earning of worker B, that is equals to standard time 10 hours, 5 rupees, hourly rate 5 rupees, actual time 10 hours, time saved, that is standard time minus actual time. So standard time 10 hours, actual time also 10 hours. So then time saved is 0. So let us calculate the total earning of worker B. Actual time into hourly rate plus 50 divided by 100 into time saved into hourly rate. So that is actual time 10 hours into 5 hourly rate plus 50 divided by 100 into time saved is 0 into hourly rate 5. So that is 10 5s are 50 plus 50 divided by 100 into 0 5s are 0. So that comes to 50 plus 0. So 50 rupees is the total earning of worker B. Effective rate of earning of B, that is equals total earnings divided by actual time. So that is 50 rupees divided by 10 actual time taken. Effective rate of earning of worker B is rupees 5. So next we are moving further, total earning of worker C. So total earning of worker C equals, so we are going to apply the formula. So before that we should make a note of standard time 10 hours, hourly rate rupees 5, actual time 7 hours, time saved, that is standard time minus actual time, 10 hours minus 7 hours, that is 3 hours. So total earning of worker A equals actual time into hourly rate plus 50 divided by 100 into time saved into hourly rate. So that is 7, actual time is 7 hours into hourly divided by 100 into time saved 3 hours into hourly rate 5 rupees. So both then calculate, that is 7 5s are 35 plus 50 divided by 100 into 15. So that is 3 5s are 15. So next step, 35 rupees carry forward just like that. 35 plus 50 divided by 100 into 15. That comes to 7.5 rupees. 7 rupees 50 paise. So now add both. 35 rupees plus 7 rupees 50 paise. So total comes to 42 rupees 50 paise is the total earning of worker C. Effective rate of earning, that is equals total earning divided by actual time. What is the total earning? 42 rupees 50 paise divided by what is the actual time? 7 hours. So 42 rupees 50 paise divided by 7, 6 rupees 70 paise. That is 6 rupees 7 paise is the effective rate of earning of worker C. So as I said at the beginning of the problem, we are going to solve 5 illustration in one video. So I am done with 5 illustration under Halsey plan. So in my next video I'll come up with Rowan plan. So before that, make a note of this. So you must learn the formula. If you learn the formula, it is very easy to apply the formula. If you don't learn the formula, this unit will become tougher for you. But actually speaking, honestly. So this is the most easiest lesson in cost accounting which you can understand very easily. Okay, so I'm done with 5 illustration. I'll be back with the next problem very soon. Until then, take care. See you soon. Bye bye.